Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Houston Texans and the Dallas Cowboys. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
Pulls it in at the 13.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Dak going to start out going to the air. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
The Cowboys in 5-7 now on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Prescott on first down. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
On second down, Elliott. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Off the play fake, Prescott. Open man, Lamb. It's complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
Yeah, boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
It'll go as a gain of 4. And it's second down.
But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game.
And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Now the rookie fourth-round pick. This is Dameon Pierce.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Looking to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stop.
And it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
Sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on one throw.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it.
There he goes, left side. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets them on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week, when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick 6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And he's got room. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That good for 22 and a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Now Prescott. Open, and it's out. He put it on the carpet. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right.
Seven, our score after 1.
Second and short now following the fumble.
Prescott off play action. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Kamu Krujay-Hill getting in there and taking him down.
Now that's a heck of a moment for your first sack of the game, because if this long drive ends without a touchdown because of that sack, we're going to look back and say that might be one of the biggest plays of this contest.
On third down, it's Prescott. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down of the process.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Steven Nelson. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Texans 14, Cowboys 7.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fielded right around the 8.
Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. And again, it's Prescott. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
CD, that's the second time this half they've put it on the carpet. Now, the first one they lost. Good news here, it doesn't cost them.
They do say that things even out in the course of a ball game. So you mentioned they lost the first one. This time, able to retain possession, but they can't get into this habit. The ball can't continue to go on the ground.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw pulled in by Jefferson. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Prescott's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what did you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded.
And the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in.
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. It'll go as nearly a loss of 10 on 1st and goal, so a disaster there. It goes as a 9-yard loss on the sack. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. From the pistol, here's Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
Chris Jones on the stop.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 17-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now back to throw. This is intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
For the defense, they were all over that. As soon as that ball was in the air, it was dangerous. Not only was it intercepted, CD, but they return it for the touchdown.
Yeah, and he read that the entire way. He was reacting before other players had a chance to react themselves. Had the determination to say, this just won't be a pick. It's going to be 6 points as he takes it the other way to the end zone.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
From the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First do no harm, but right now they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. They'll look to throw here.
That's complete to Tyler Johnson. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again.
That's underneath to Pierce. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Delivers another one to Pierce.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Howard.
And the Texans are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Touchdown!
Tyler Johnson.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Texans have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find...
And Prescott, his third interception.
Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it.
And the Texans are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Final 12 seconds of the half now as they've got it first and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And this will be called officially a 66. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Hey, we knew that it was going to be a Herculean effort from that distance. Had to drive that kick low, and you see the result, Charles. Someone got through and got a hand on it.
And from this outside observation post, I love the aggressiveness of both teams there. One to attempt that long field goal, and the other to send the house and go block it. He hit it pretty well, and I thought he was going to have a shot at it, but a nice effort on the other side, batting that one down.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Final play of the half, Prescott.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Isaac Yiadom picks it.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
From the 6.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
What a tug of war this game has been. A tie at the half. I remember when I was playing, my coaches always talked about the first 5 minutes of each half. That's where you can gain the momentum and seize an opportunity. We've got one team in position to do that right now.
Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, where they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
19.
Out of the gun now on third down. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. And now that brings up fourth down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21. So a good kick that time, and that might help to get the negative thoughts out of the mind from that earlier block.
Especially since this was not a chippy, so he had to get that one out kind of low. But his line does a nice job of protecting, and he's able to convert for 3.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back. Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And some space here. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Boy, CeeDee Lamb so prolific in Oklahoma catching passes like this from Kyler Murray, and he's doing it at the NFL level too.
Yeah, we see this so often. There's excellent coverage downfield, so the quarterback makes a nice decision. Just flip it out to the flat and see what the running back can do. Plenty of space to roam, and he turns it into a big play.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Prescott to throw it. And now here is another interception. Desmond King picks it. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10, 5, and they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Texans 31, Cowboys 21.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Prescott now from the 50.
Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they're fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Well, the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott.
Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
He finds his man, complete. That's Schultz. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dalton Schultz, 28 yards.
And the Cowboys have cut it back within a score.
So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
An extra point by Mara, up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
63 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. 1st and 10, it's Pierce.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out.
Come on. Trap 60, trap 60. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Finds his man, it's John Mechie.
On the check.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
They'll set up to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
And the Cowboys are right back in this football game.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
That's good for 28 yards.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Throwing on second and long. Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Cowboys have taken a fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
One of the league's best linebackers, he ended that play almost before it began, and the running back absolutely overmatched no matter what he tried to do.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
And this will be down just on the other side of midfield. And the Texans say they have it. They do.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punt's coming in, I prefer a return punch, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead at you.
It really is. You try and get that peek to know where they are, about whether you should fair catch it or not. But sometimes you just have to have a sense, a feeling, and just have to make sure, number one, though, you catch the ball and put it away.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the counter, Elliott. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Prescott now. Able to hit his target, Lamb. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Give him 32 on the play.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jerry Hughes able to record his 5th sack of the season.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
And the Texans are right back in this football game.
Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Dak Prescott scoring on the sneak from a yard out.
And the Cowboys look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. He'll look to throw. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable third down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
Into the hands of Cooks.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
That's complete to Pierce.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. They'll look to throw now on first down.
Gets the dump off to Pierce.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down and 6.
Back to throw again. Throw left side complete. That's Johnson.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. They'll look to throw again. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they...
You gotta choose.